Tired of your car insurance rate going up even with a clean driving record? You're not alone. That's why there's Jerry, your proactive insurance assistant. Jerry compares rates side by side from over 50 top insurers and helps you switch with ease. Jerry even tracks market rates and alerts you when it's best to shop. No spam calls, no hidden fees. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Switch with confidence. Download the Jerry app or visit jerry.ai/ACAST today.
Most all-in-one HR systems are a patchwork of disconnected and manual tools. Rippling is totally automated. If you promote an employee, Rippling can automatically handle necessary updates, from payroll taxes and provisioning new app permissions to assigning required manager training. That's why Rippling is the #1 rated human capital management suite on G2, TrustRadius, and Gartner. If you're ready to run the backbone of your business on one unified platform, head to rippling.com/AcastBiz and sign up today. That's RIPPLING.com/AcastBiz to sign up.
On today's Smart 7, Trump fires his Homeland Security Secretary. Shabana Mahmood unveils immigration reform and lots more. It's Friday, 6th of March. It's National Dress Day, and happy birthday, Alan Davies.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
America and Israel continue to pound Iranian forces on Thursday, with the US Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, promising that the firepower over Iran is about to surge dramatically. Late Thursday night and early Friday morning, Israel launched a series of attacks in Beirut and Tehran, and Iran launched missiles at Tel Aviv. Admiral Brad Cooper of US Central Command says that the US has now sunk more than 30 Iranian vessels, including what he called an Iranian drone carrier ship that was the size of a World War II aircraft carrier. Meanwhile, at a Downing Street briefing, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer was continuing to defend his position that the UK would not become involved in strikes on Iran and that the priority for British forces is a defensive one in the face of Iranian strikes in the region.
My focus is providing calm, level-headed leadership in the national interest. And it means having the strength to stand firm by our values and our principles, no matter the pressure to do otherwise.
Most polls show that the British public are in agreement with a strategy that keeps the UK out of the conflict. But Tory leader Kemi Badenoch has a different view and isn't concerned about the legality of the US war.
International law matters. But if international law is protecting terrorists and tying the hands of countries that are trying to do the right thing, then very clearly something is wrong.
Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood formally announced her new policies on asylum seekers on Thursday. The scheme, which is loosely modelled on the Danish system, will see asylum become limited in duration, with assessments every 30 months for new applicants, which could see them return to their country of origin if it is deemed safe. More controversially, the Home Secretary is suggesting that families of failed asylum seekers might be offered up to £10,000 per person, capped at 4 people, if they voluntarily leave the country. She's also keen to attract skilled workers who want to be part of UK society.
I want people to put down roots in this country and to contribute to our national life. But it is essential that the privilege of living in this country forever is earned and not automatic.
Tony Vaughan is a backbench Labour MP who very much disagrees with the Home Secretary's proposal, and he sent a letter to her signed by up to 100 other Labour MPs to protest.
The idea that a family who may have fled persecution, rebuilt their life here in the UK, should constantly feel under the threat of removal, I think isn't good for them, it's not good for communities, and it's not good for the country.
For once, a water company got a massive bill on Thursday as regulator of Watt slapped a £22 million fine on South East Water for multiple supply disruptions in Kent and Surrey. The regulator says the breaks in supply caused immense stress and anxiety for residents who were left without water to drink, to shower in, or even to flush their toilets in 2020 and 2023. An investigation by the regulator found that the company had failed to learn from past mistakes and failed to maintain key infrastructure. Chris Walters, the CEO of Ofwat, says the size of the fine is intended to encourage the company to take swift action.
South East Water did not take sufficient steps to plan and didn't proactively maintain its network. The enforcement order will require South East Water to take specific concrete, legally enforceable steps to do better.
One of the hallmarks of the second Trump administration has been that no matter how terrible his appointees are, they almost never get fired. But after 2 days of disastrous appearances before Senate and Congress committees, the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security was given a new job title and replaced in her role. But after 2 days of disastrous appearances before Senate and Congress committees, the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security was given a new job title and replaced in her role. Kristi Noem's tenure has seen ICE run riot, and perhaps more importantly, the US president's poll numbers on immigration collapse. Noem will be replaced by Mark Wayne Mullen, currently a senator for Oklahoma and a staunch Trump loyalist. The former secretary will move to a newly created role as the special envoy for the Shield of America, which Democrat Congressman Dustin Moskowitz didn't sound too impressed by.
She will go down as the worst Secretary of Homeland Security since the creation of it after 9/11.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro, trouble at Aston Martin, and Snoop Dogg goes full kit wanker at Swansea Football Club. Right after this.
AI is transforming customer service. It's real and it works. And with Finn, we've built the #1 AI agent for customer service. We're seeing lots of cases where it's solving up to 90% of real queries for real businesses. This includes the real-world complex stuff like issuing a refund or cancelling an order. And we also see it when Finn goes up against competitors. It's top of all the performance benchmarks, top of the G2 leaderboard, and if you're not happy, we'll refund you up to $1 million, which I think says it all. Check it out for yourself at fin.ai.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Welcome back. There was no good news for Spurs fans on Thursday night as a home fixture against Crystal Palace ended in disaster, with the club now just 1 point above the relegation zone. Formula One is due to start this weekend with the Melbourne Grand Prix, so you'd expect some upbeat updates from team bosses, but that's not quite how things are going at the Aston Martin garage, where the team have partnered with Honda, who are returning to Formula One, but have had real issues with their engine design. Things are so bad that team principal and car designer Adrian Newey was warning that neither Fernando Alonso or Lance Stroll expect to complete the first race.
That vibration into the chassis is causing a few reliability problems, which we are having to address. But the much more significant problem is that vibration is transmitted ultimately into the driver's fingers.
Gavin and Stacey star Joanna Page has moved on from the series, but not from her on-screen husband Matthew Horn. They've got a new foodie podcast together called Table for Four, which sees the duo joined by 2 more celebrities for a bit of lunch and a chat. Joanna turned up to chat all things podcasts with Chris Evans, but got totally distracted by her obsession with Snoop Dogg and Swansea Football Club. It's not as strange as it sounds. Snoop is now a proud part owner of the club, and he's been turning up at games and firing up the fans, much to Joanna's delight.
And everybody now, my family, is like, we need to get down to the Swans. We've got to go in and watch. And everybody in my family just wants me to meet Snoop Dogg now. Of course. And if I could, that I would class that as a life achievement.
The multi-award-winning comedy drama series Beef is back for season 2 on Netflix from April 16th. Much like The White Lotus, it seems each series of Beef will focus on a different story, involving, well, a beef, but not the restaurant kind. The second season stars Oscar Isaacs and Carey Mulligan as a high-end country club couple whose beef drags staffers Charles Melton and Kylie Spaney into a world of misery. It's written and produced by Lee Young-sin, who picked up Emmy Awards for writing and directing the first season, so you probably don't want to miss it.
The exclusivity, the discretion. People need a place where they can feel safe, where they can pretend everything is okay. Do you not want to make believe?
You
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
Youth mental health is a complex challenge that requires comprehensive solutions. We must strengthen after-school programs. We must make digital literacy tools available in our schools. We must work with mental health professionals to support children. And we must empower mentors, educators, and parents to keep kids happy. Learn more about our commitment to finding lasting solutions at empowerourfuturecoalition.com/solutions. Paid for by the Coalition to Empower Our Future.
Over 90 of the top 100 U.S. accounting firms trust Bill to simplify and secure bill pay. That's proven financial infrastructure built on over $1 trillion of secure payments. Visit Bill.com/proven for a special offer.